Indigenous vegetables are the mainstay in traditional diets and are consumed in a wide range of traditional meals. The vegetables offer numerous benefits to people's diet as they are tasty, healthy with medicinal and nutritional qualities.
Now these foods have helped us to solve so many cases of allergy in this school. We had about a quarter of the students suffering from allergy. Some don't take beef, some don't take milk, some don't take sukuma wiki because of ulcers cases. But by introducing these local vegetables, we were able to solve that problem, and most of them are able to get meals from the school.
Tuliamua kulima mboga ya kienyeji kwa maana
we decided to grow indigenous vegetables because it is easy to manage and easy to cook. As mothers, we face a challenge of getting cooking oil because it is expensive. We have now decided to grow crops like amaranth, pumpkin leaves, cowpeas, pigweeds, and many others because you can cook the vegetable easily without frying with cooking fat.
For rural farmers, growing indigenous vegetables need not be difficult. As a traditional crop, the seeds are easily available in community bulking centers, and certified seeds can be bought from agrovet shops. Most of the varieties are fast maturing with vigorous growth, require minimal management as they do not need chemical fertilizers or pesticides, and do well in most soils as most of them are drought tolerant and have a high market potential. There are many ways for vegetable farmers and sellers to fetch high profits from indigenous vegetables. We will learn from Edama Farmers Group in Busia County, Isembe Farmers Group from Kakamega County, how they have been able to produce enough vegetables for their families to consume and sell the surplus at the local markets and beyond. But first, let us listen to Catherine Akayati, the chairperson of Kakamega Isembe Farmers Group, on how they prepare the seeds.
Wakati tulianza upanzi hatukuwa na mbegu.
When we decided to grow the indigenous vegetables, we faced the challenge of getting the right seeds. We started off by buying the different types of vegetable seeds, and when we harvested our crop, we saved some as seeds of which we dried and started preparing them using traditional methods. We do not use pesticides or any other chemical preservatives. We practice organic farming. The reason why we do this is because we want our vegetables to be safe for human consumption from the seeds that we use. We use traditional methods of using resources available to the farmers, like ash to protect the seeds from insects and other harmful pests. We then store the seeds ready for the next planting season.
Most seed of traditional vegetable is obtained from the previous season's crop. Farmer groups can establish seed bulking centers. These seed banks ensure availability of seed throughout the year to all farmers in the locality. With the initiation of such seed banks, production of indigenous vegetables for marketing is increased remarkably. It is important to plant your leafy vegetables at the onset of rains. When propagating the seeds, first make sure your soil is loosened and enriched with decomposed manure. The initial stage is land preparation, which requires breaking up of the land and harrowing the soil. While preparing your land for sowing, make the soil fine by removing debris which can later be used as mulches in the farm and also reduces water erosion when put in between raised beds. Make furrows which will require different measurements for different varieties of vegetables. Then mix your seeds with sand or ash for uniform sowing. Sow the mixture thinly, either by broadcasting or in rows, and cover with a thin, fine layer of manure. The first weeding is done after 2 weeks. Two weeks after weeding, the farmer comes back to do the thinning. Most of the vegetables will be ready for harvest after 1 month. The stems should be cut above the ground to allow new side shoots to develop.
Isembe.
The reason why we do thinning of indigenous vegetables is to give room for more robust growth. For crops like spider, known as saga in local language, start by removing the mature leaves first to give the young leaves room for growth. Then you can come back to harvest after 1 week and the young leaves will now be mature. If you take good care of the spider plant and other local vegetables by good weeding practice, putting manure, you can continue harvesting for 2 months.
Ukilinda mboga yako vizuri, saga ama hizi mboga zetu za kienyeji, kama umeilinda vizuri wakati unachuna, unapalilia, unaweka manure, unaweza zichuna kwa muda kama mwezi 2.
Picking should be done very early in the morning, and if possible, the produce should be sold the same day. Let us now look at what we have learned. Indigenous vegetables offer numerous benefits to people's diet as they are tasty, healthy, with medicinal and nutritional qualities. Growing indigenous vegetables need not be difficult. Make the soil fine by removing debris which can later be used as mulch in the farm. Make furrows. Sow the mixture of seed with sand or ash thinly, either by broadcasting or in rows, and cover with a thin, fine layer of manure. The first weeding is done after 2 weeks. Two weeks after weeding, come back and do thinning. Most of the vegetables will be ready for harvest after 1 month. The stems should be cut above the ground to allow new side shoots to develop. After 1 week, we can come back and harvest again. A healthy vegetable crop can increase food for your family, an additional income for you.
The main source of livelihood is farming. I grow and sell vegetables. At times, I sell the vegetables when they are still in the farm, but most of the time I go to the market. Growing vegetables has really helped me in paying school fees for my children, and I have even bought 2 dairy cows from farming vegetables. When I receive visitors, I'm able to cook for them chicken that I have bought from the sale of local vegetables. I'm also able to afford to buy meat, though I prefer the spider plant that we call here saga. My husband enjoys this saga vegetable mixed with milk, which I get from my cows. He really enjoys that.
Ngombe